Congratulations on the film, Emma.
Thank you.
It's fantastic. I really, really enjoyed it. What was your first conversation with Laure? Because it's a story we've seen over the many, many years since it's been published. What was her pitch to you about bringing it back to the screen and telling it now?
I think we were both on the same page of loving the book and really working from that, because it's such a rich text and it's so ahead of its time. And I think we wanted to make something that really spoke to female empowerment today. And making it really female-centered. I think having a female director is obviously incredible, and we wanted to make the most of that energy and really bring that to the story, yeah.
You've been lucky enough to play some pretty amazing people and characters in your career thus far. Tell me about the lure of Constance, because again, there's so much going on, and the character, even though it's something from when D.H. Lawrence wrote before, there's a lot of modern things that come out of the story. Was that something that appealed to you?
Definitely. I think, as you said, Connie's very ahead of her time. It was her sort of curiosity and her willfulness that really drew me to her. I think that she's someone who sort of, on her journey of self-discovery, just sort of finds... she becomes aware of what she needs and what she wants, and isn't afraid to look for that and to fight for it. And I think a lot of the time, especially with female characters, maybe sometimes they are aware of what they need and want, but don't have either can't for whatever reason, or don't have the willingness or courage to fight for it and seek it out. And I think that's something that really drew me to her. Yeah, basically her strength. And also her sort of playfulness. I think that I saw a lot of that, which I think I have in myself as Emma, and I really loved that. And Laura and I spoke a lot about bringing that out in her character.
I was going to say that, because there is, levity is not the right word, but she does have a playfulness. Joyfulness. Yeah, that must be, in a story like this, it really comes across that she's got a bit of warmth and a bit of humour behind her, given the circumstances around her. Was that fun to play?
So much fun, yeah, especially because so much of it is so intense, and certain elements of tragedy to the story. So to find those moments, especially with Connie and Mellors, of joyfulness and intimacy, was really beautiful, yeah.
Tell me about working with Jack, because it's strange, because he's done so much in such similar to you, done so many amazing things in such a short amount of time, but he seems perfect for this role opposite you. What was it like kind of bringing that to life? Because he's such a talent, and it seems that he's like the perfect person to play this role.
Yeah, perfect. It was so wonderful working opposite him. And I think especially in this role, and given what was demanded of us as actors in terms of the intimacy and everything, to do with that, it was really important that it was someone that we trusted each other and felt safe with each other, and that was immediately the case. And he just brought so much complexity and depth to a character that I think can sometimes be quite one-dimensional. And I mean, Oliver's such a complex person. I think just like Connie is like a bit lost and lacking in purpose and trying to find himself, and has so many questions. And I think that's what attracts them to each other. And I think Mellors also has such a rich intellectual life, which attracts Connie to him. And Jack brought all of those layers and all of those levels. So it was a real honour to work with him, yeah.
And obviously, I'm doing this interview with you during the London Film Festival, and you've got 2 films here. How proud are you of the 2 films that you've been in? Because I can imagine they're 2 films that are quite close to you, but are movies that you're very excited to be a part of and excited to show people.
Yeah, and it's so nice premiering them both for their European premieres here in London, through my home. And such different characters, but and such different journeys, but exploring all the different manifestations of love and growth.
Yeah, and just finally, I mean, obviously The Crown is about to come back again now. Are you, even though you're kind of not in these new seasons, are you excited to see what happens? Because it's delving into a part of Diana's life that people are still fascinated by, and you know, there's a real sadness to the part that's coming next.
Yeah, I mean, you work with such incredible people on The Crown, and it really feels like a family when you're working together for that amount of time. And so I think there's always a sense that it's like you're still part of it, even though you're not in it. I think everyone through the previous seasons has always felt that, so I feel incredibly proud of what they've made, and I can't wait to watch it.
Fantastic. Well, I wish you all the best with this one. Thanks so much for your time.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching Hey You Guys!
Hey You Guys, huh?
Hey You Guys.
Is that from the Goonies?
It is indeed, yes.
Nice.
Hey You